Welcome to this Coffee and Conversation. Holidays, kids, and divorce. And this is starting to percolate up. I saw a bunch of this over Thanksgiving, and I thought it was something we should address. Here's the realities. You need to be specific in alternating holidays, when the holiday starts. So does your Thanksgiving holiday start from a custody standpoint on Wednesday, so you're not having to travel on the holiday itself? If you have Thanksgiving this year, she gets Christmas, and then next year it's flipped. I see a lot of people saying, well, we want to each have time on Christmas or each have time on Thanksgiving. It's just not something that's realistic long term. It would be nice, but if her family lives 2 hours to the west, your family is in town or 2 hours to the east, what are you going to do? Put the kids in cars for 4 hours that day? And so this becomes a huge issue if you have a high conflict or narcissistic partner or one that is just not co-parenting well. So for that reason, in the custody agreement, you need to spell out very clearly who has which holidays and when they begin. And it supersedes regular custody. So it's your week with the kids, but she gets them on Thanksgiving. So that means on Wednesday, she picks up the kids. All right. Same thing. Christmas Eve type stuff. We see this a lot, and it causes problems because people don't get very detailed early on, and they assume the partner will be cooperative, and they're not always, okay? So, would it be nice if everyone played nice on the holidays? Yes. And can it be done effectively with both of you maybe going to, even though you're divorced, going to one family's house for a holiday? Yeah, I've seen it happen. But that's not the norm. And so you need to understand, if it's your holiday with the kids, don't plan a trip that's bringing you back late. Okay, you got to be respectful of the time. Work with your partner. And I always tell men, take the high road when it comes to co-parenting and keep track. I can think of 2 clients that have a partner that says no every time they want. The man asks for an adjustment in the schedule. Guess what, though? They've said yes every time their soon-to-be ex has asked for an adjustment. I told him, keep doing that until it gets to the point where you're like, okay, I'm done with that. And when you can document 20 times you've said yes, and the 12 times you've asked for a little leeway in the schedule, they've said no, then there comes a point, very lovingly, you start enforcing boundaries and say, no, I already have plans. Oh, can I have this or that? Just say, no, it's my weekend with the kids. And can it change? Yes. So I've got a former client whose wife, quite honestly, was high conflict, horrible at co-parenting. I'm being kind. I'm being really kind. She was crappy. She was inflexible. It was my way or the highway, and she was argumentative. And not surprisingly, never mind, I won't go there. And so we're now about 3 years out, and in the last handful of months, she's become agreeable, flexible, and we're seeing good co-parenting. So it can change. But it's only if you have strong boundaries and you're not acting or reacting from an emotional standpoint, but just this is the way it is. So, all right. Let me know if you have any questions. feel free, reach out below as contact information. There is hope, though. Keep that in mind. But take the high road first. Have good boundaries. And if they come around, great. And if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button down there. Thanks a lot and have a great holiday coming up.